One night last week, I see this lady on the street. I stopped to get a closer look. Well, she stops in the gleam of a cigarette machine. She's fumbling around in her pocketbook. As polite as I could get, would you like a cigarette? She did not act like I had spoke. So I looked at her and grinned, and I said it once again, and she said,
"Thank you, but I don't smoke."
And I said, well, neither do I, but honey, I'd sure like to try it with you. Or we could go somewhere and do all the things that smokers do. Or we could even get together and see how well I can relate to you. But in this incident, she was not convinced there was a thing to do. Well, she turned away from me and she slides on down the street, steps into this real nice place. Well, I slipped in by her side. I tried to catch the lady's eye, let her see the friendliness on my face. As quick as a wink, I said, would you like a drink? I gave the bartender a call. But as he came round, she said with a frown,
"I don't drink alcohol."
And I said, well, neither do I, but honey, I'd sure like to try with you. Or we could go somewhere and do all the things that drinkers do. Or we could even get together and see how well I can relate to you. But in this incident, she was not convinced there was a thing to do. I was a desperate man, I had to have me a plan, had to take the bull by the horns. I did not beat around the bush, I gave a little push. I said, let's you and me create a little porn. I put my cards on the line, my hand on her behind, placed my bet on good old luck. Well, she was really pissed, broke my arm at the wrist and said,
"Look, buddy, I don't do that."
And I said, well, neither do I, but honey, I'd sure like to try with you. Or we could go somewhere and do all the things that people that do. We could even get together and see how well I can relate to you. But in this incident, she was not convinced there was a thing to do. Oh, neither do I, but honey, I'd sure like to try with you and you and you. We could go somewhere and do all the things that smokers and drinkers and people that do. We could even get together and see how well I can relate to you. But in this incident, she was not convinced it was a thing to do. No, she wasn't. In this incident, she was not convinced it was a thing to do.